Falcons will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Denver.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Offense, quick tempo.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Those last two running plays, guys, were awful. Let's see if they try to convert through the air on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A strike downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back.
Yeah, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the timing just a hair off.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Little touch pass to the receiver. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
Looking to throw on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal, but instead...
Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Falcons offense will have its first possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing.
Wide open on the right. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open, nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly, nice accurate pitch out in front of him, easy catch, and then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The option look. He'll toss it. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
This quarterback part of their running game. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Air Force!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. Trying play action. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Polk. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want
Go
to
ball, baby!
Finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up.
5-1-5.
Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Can't overthrow that guy. Let's go, son.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by a field goal over Miami. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Polk. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. On the ground, it's Roberts. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So now it's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Trying to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing a little.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Sends it back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jordan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Looking for room. It's Thompson. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. calls his own number. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. On the option. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. A run for the quarterback. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Johnson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Thompson. Still on his feet. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, pulls it on the read. Touchdown, Air Force! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now this offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the move, it's Woods. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll take it himself. And he burrows his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 5 over Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
All tied up, under a minute to play. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
And the Falcons send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Offense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll go to the ground. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. They'll run the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Going right to work up top. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Makes the pass. Back's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. First and goal and a touchdown will win it. He's looking to pass. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.